What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're gonna be taking a look at a Yorion Luca bouncy bird deck. It's it's something else. And this is going to be a best of one version, so please do remember that. Hence, while we're playing cards such as Happily Ever After, but we're gonna dive into that in just a minute. First and foremost, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section. Of course, if you enjoy this video, future videos, or past videos, and if you enjoy the content in general, please be sure to subscribe and click on that bell icon. Do all that good stuff. Hop over to twitch.tv/Dr. Spilligan. Toss a follow if you want to see us do this stuff live. And then, of course, hop down in the description and toss a... I don't know what is Discord called. It's not follow. It's, I don't know. Join the Discord channel if you wanna if you wanna talk to people about Magic. Anyways, on into what this deck actually consists of and what we're actually playing here. So it does have a lot of similar aspects as the other Yorion decks, like the Birth of Meletis, like the Omens of the Sun, and the Omen of the Sea. I was about to say we have another Omen in here. I know it's just not the greener of the red one are the other two that are often played in here. I've opted to not go for that. Instead, we're trying out the first Iroan games, and I'm trying out Happily Ever After. Now, my theory behind Happily Ever After is, obviously this deck, it kind of takes off the later it gets, right? The more times you bounce your Agent of Treachery with Yorion, or the more times you bounce your Yorion with your Teferi, and then thus rebalance everything else, it just gets better and better and better, right? Happily Ever After makes it to where, well, you don't have to worry so much about life gain. 5 life and draw a card, 3 mana. That's very heavy, right? And a mono red deck gaining 5 life and drawing a card is nowhere near the value of you gaining 5 life and drawing a card, right? So that's my my theory with playing Happily Ever After. Haven't found a way thus far to work in the win con. I don't think the win con is necessarily the important part. I think the important part, again, is 5 life, draw a card, 3 mana, and it works with Yorion, right? You can keep rebouncing it. We have some Novin's Veto for some counters. I think Teferi's Time Twist is kind of interesting in a best of one meta where things are kind of a toss-up, right? You never really know which way they're going to go. So having a Teferi's Time Twist that can literally bounce anything, pretty much, any permanent at least you control, it's very nice. So it can bounce your Yorion, it can bounce your lands, I guess, if an agent's going to steal one. Kind of a weird situation. It can bounce your agents, your Lucas, your ECDs, anything. And that's kind of why I value it, and we have it in here as one of. Really wanted to test it out. The first Iroan games, I figured it might actually be good with your Yorion, since you can keep replaying it and getting these 1/1 creatures that turn into 4/4 creatures and drawing cards and all that good stuff. Of course, we have Teferi, and then we have things like Shatter and Deafening for some massive removal. ECD, because, well, it's very, very good alongside Yorion. And then we, of course, have Luca to sack out the Omen of the Sun tokens, the Birth of Meletis tokens, and Yorion itself, and then get us down an Agent of Treachery. Also, because I'm me and I don't like playing things all that seriously, and I like having fun, we also have a Kiora Best of Sea God. I don't recommend playing this if you're trying to play, for the most efficiency, but it is very fun getting down Kiora Best of Sea God and then Yorion bouncing it, right? So that's my take on that. Now, of course, this is an 80 card deck, so there's a whole lot in here as far as individual cards and all that stuff goes, but I think we got the general gist of it there. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Haster Sejanus? I don't know. Haster? Hastur? Opponent doesn't have any companions. It's hard to tell. But I have the Luca, so it's hard to pass up as well, You know what I mean? I guess I'll keep it. We have the Happily Ever After. We have the Narset. We could do some good with it. Good old Shatter the Sky. Opponent's playing Teamer. Teamer Temples. Scrying to the top is not what we want to see. And then they just Adventurous Impulse to grab it, right? Why do you have to think? You just scried the card to the top. Don't you want said card? Lovestruck Beast. Is it Teamer Clover? Teamer Lucky Clover? Teamer Adventures? Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Lovestruck Beast. Mm-hmm. You have another one? No, just a Stomping Ground. Alright, we can get our first Iroan games down if we want to. It would give us a unit. I think I do want to. Alright. Oh. So the way we do this. Hey, you leave my saga alone, Hastor. Hastor. We're gonna have a problem. Oh, we could even shatter turn 4. Get Yorion down. Well, it won't proc the. Alright. Alright. Well, to hell with you too, Hastor. Birth of Meletis. Alright, so we can go and grab some red mana here. For the Luca. For the potential Luca. Oh, we only have one mountain. I need to change that. I should definitely have at least 2. I don't want to shatter. Not gonna lie, I do not want to shatter. So we're stuck between either a Narset or a Birth. Or a Happily Ever After, I suppose. Let's go for a Narset.
The past, present, and future are bound by threads of time. Meditate and prepare.
That's fine. I don't really want to draw out an agent, so send an agent to the bottom. Fine by me. Alright, yeah, so we're not going to get to proc the first Iroan games on the 3rd step either. That's okay. Do they have another giant? Well, they do, but not the giant I was expecting, huh? Alright, so I think we just go for the Yorion bounce on our stuff here. Am I wrong?
This was overwhelming. I train every day. No
All right.
one is more prepared than me.
Escape to the Wilds. Oh, a lot of cards over there. And a Lucky Clover. Is that going to be it for you? Indeed, indeed. So we could just put them all on Yorion if we just wanted to go ham, right? ECD. Doesn't hit Clover. Does hit a lot of their other cards though. That's fun. That's fun. Alright. Now we have 5 mana. Actually, why don't we just go ahead and grab the ECD here? Shatter's good too, but we already have a Shatter.
We go Birth so we can hit a land for next turn. And these can be played at flash speed, so we actually don't even have to use those. Alright. So let's get in. And we'll end our turn on that note. I think we're going to go Omen of the Sea, but we'll see. Ha ha ha. I made a pun. Anyways, Haster has 2 Lucky Clovers. They could be doing something something kind of nice here. I should probably resolve all on this. So we're not having to sit through this. I assume they're going to Bone Crusher Giant. No, that Bone Crusher Giant was already out there. Right. That was not drawn from Escape to the Wilds. But they could have another one in hand, right? They do. Alright, so we resolve. Actually, I should have resolved all again. Resolve all. We still have ECD to bring back the Yorion, so I'm not concerned with it. Do they have another giant? I guess that's the question. Oh, why did I do that? I just gave him more things to bounce, huh? Oops. But at the same time, they didn't end up bouncing my Narset or any of that, so I guess that's good. Another ECD. Play any of your creatures, I dare you. Alright, let's go for a Happily Ever After. 3 ECDs. Good gold. Alright. I'm not worried because we still have plenty of shatter this guy, so like even if they go to get adventure creatures down, we just shatter. We have ECDs to take out their creatures. We're good. We're all good. But man, these are gonna be some long games. These are gonna be some long games. By the way, the token from the first Iroan games is going to give us enough for a Luca if we want it.
I have reached my limit.
There's the edge wall. Alright. How many cards do they have? 38. I don't think we need either one of those. Not this late in the game. I don't think we shatter yet. Alright, hey store, what do you got for me? I got an 80 card deck. I'm not worried about milling myself. They're down to 34. We might get in the situation where they're not dealing near enough damage, but they might get close enough to mill themselves. It's a terrible plan, honestly. It's not my fondest plan, but it is what it is. So we could either sacrifice one of the omens or just go for the cycling on the Triome here. Honestly, the Triome's good because it gives us red mana, which means we can do Luca in the future. What are they doing? They're just bouncing our wall? Okay. Oh, and our happily ever after. Okay. Alright. Resolve all. Do we want to scry or cycle? I guess we're going to be getting Yorion back, so we don't want to be sacrificing our omens, right? We'd rather go for the cycling. Although now we need this to cast the Luca, so yeah, we'll keep that. We'll scry. We'll scry with this one, right? Shit, resolve all. Triome and a Steam Vents. So we're definitely going Shatter this guy. Alright, so Shatter. Happily. There's an agent. I think we just get this down. Alright, so on our next turn we can get back the Yorion and bounce everything. And I don't think these Lucky Clover decks have haste, is the beautiful thing. We might actually be able to deck them here. We'll have to see. This is a long, long match. We've already been going for 15 minutes. I like it though. This feels like playing Magic, right? This feels like sitting down and actually playing a card game, not sitting down for 3 seconds and being like, huh, okay. Alright. Opponent just played a Love-Struck Beast, and that's it. I wonder if they're going for the kill on the Yorion here. Y'all think so? Y'all think they're going for the kill on the Yorion? We have agent that we can just straight up play. Isn't that a treat? Go ECD. Well, ECD action. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, why did it tap like that? So we could cast another ACD. God damn me not paying attention. Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans. Obviously, I meant to also throw down the Luca there. This is fun. Oh, man. We can get our Scry on if we want to, or we can get another Omen of the Sun down. Either which way. Bonus down to 26. We still have 54, so we're good. We're all good. And I imagine they're gonna have a hard time actually killing us. We just have a lot going for us. Alright, Fae of Wishes. Resolve all. Let's see what they're going diving for. Fling. They're gonna try and fling a giant at my face. Expansion explosion. They're going for the cheeky victories. Heard. What else? What else? Return to nature. And so they can cast Return to Nature. About it. And negate. Alright, so they cast Return to Nature. Leave mana up for negate. They do not like our happily ever after. What's your problem with this card, bro? So they still have mana for negate. Alright, so they just got rid of a whole bunch of lands. That was pretty much it there. Alright, now they can still cast their negate, right? So we want to give them something juicy enough to take, but not our Luca, obviously. If we do this, we only have 4 mana left, so we can't do this and Luca. Could throw down an ECD just to hit them with that 2 cost come next turn as well. If I do this, let me do it like this. Alright, they let that resolve. You don't go for the Luca. Alright. So they have a big expansion explosion they can do. But all their things are like destruction. They're not exile, right? So we can get our Yorion back with ECD. The fling I'm a little concerned about. The fling plus the expansion explosion I'm a little concerned about. Alright, so they're going to need to leave 4 mana up again if they want to cast Negate. So they won't be able to use any more mana now. They want to have mana for Negate. Another agent. I'm bottoming the agent because we don't need the agent. Like, we don't need to hit the agent. Alright. Get the Narset back. I think we do go ahead and dive with the Narset.
I have just the trick for this.
Alright, so we can play agent this turn and still have enough for Luca. Alright, but we don't want to actually play the Luca. Alright, so do we want to take their Lucky Clovers? It's pretty much done everything that they need to do with the Lucky Clovers, right? I think maybe we just... Hastur! They've seen enough. They're gonna concede. Alrighty, sounds good. It was a 24-minute match, so thank you. Domith. Domith. Doomith. Don't change that to an E. Interesting. We don't have any blue mana, but we can get to some blue mana. We can get there. Do we? Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't going to, but seeing the Teferi, now I know. Now I know in my heart and soul what we gotta do. Oh, that's right. We were supposed to put another mountain in for the Luca. Awkward. Awkward, awkward. Alright, so Gruul aggro going on here. Alright, we go Birth of Meletis and we get lit in here. Give me a plains. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Should have, oh, you should have gave that thing haste, man. Shoulda. Because 4/4 still isn't big enough for them. Well, actually, because the Domri's down to go up to a 5/4. I was gonna say because the 4/4 still isn't big enough for them to use Domri to kill our Yorion, but with Domri down, it would be. It actually would be. Alright, so are we sacrificing our Tef here to preserve a little bit of life? Or are we just going for the Omen? We currently have tons of lands. Tons and tons and tons and tons of lands. Well, here's the thing. We don't really have a good bounce target on them, right? We bounce the Gruul Spellbreaker. It can come back with haste, so they're really getting us no matter what. So we'll throw that down, and I guess we can always flash that in. This way it could look like we're holding mana for a quench, right? Good Galia. Love the card. Hate to see it against me. Love the card. So this is a good old-fashioned Gruul Embercleave. You gotta love it. You gots to love it. So are we taking our wall out here to preserve life? Still going down to 11. Alright, so we got some good stuff here. We got some good stuff. We have an ECD, which can take out their Gruul Spellbreaker. Also, we can take out an Embercleave, and we may want to look for that instead. Not quite sure, honestly. They don't have the red mana, though, for an Embercleave. That is nice. But who's to say they don't get it next turn, right? I want the Happily Ever After because it gains us so much life. But I think we need to go for the Teferi and just give up our chances of having them. We can always bring them back with the ECD, but I think for the time being, Teferi is what we need to do here.
Right on schedule. Let's try this.
Omen of the Sun is good for us. Alright. So they just replay Gruul Spellbreaker with haste this time. With haste. We must go with haste. Really? Just trusting that I won't value my Teferi over my life. That makes more sense. You are sure the ballsy player there. Because I will value that Teferi. And I will get my value. Alrighty. So they're not dealing too much damage there. We're up to 5 mana. We could get rid of the Gruul Spellbreaker with a little ECD action. And then potentially bring back our, what's it called, of course. Elspeth also makes their Gruul, or their Embercleave cost more, so that's kind of nice. Unfortunately, these cost 3, so we can't get them both down. Awkward. But I really would like the life. But here's the thing, gaining more life, I mean, yes, we get a chum blocker, but that's about it. I think I do like the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. We're playing a little risky, but we do have a 0-4 wall, so, you know, we can block a little bit. But oh man, don't Embercleave me. They've got to have it by now, right? They've been through so much of their deck. They only have 43 cards left. Bone Crusher Giant, they're just playing it down. They don't even care. They're going all in. Alright, well that's 7 damage there. We're going to be up to 6 mana. 6 mana is an Omen plus Happily. Or, it's a Yorion. And we're exiling the Bone Crusher. That's 5 damage, though. I don't know. I just don't think we could do it. I think going down to like 3 health is just a little too risky. Just a tad. So this gives us 7 life between the two of these, which puts us back up to 12. Also gives us 2 units. Next turn we will have mana for the Agent of Treachery. I can also Growth Spiral into my Yorion. Right? Play that. Growth Spiral. Play that. Yeah. Wish we had the Omen of the Sun down, but It is what it is. Deafening's really good. But again, we're playing on this like teeter-totter of like, please don't get Embercleave. Oh man, we have gotten so lucky so far. So lucky. This could be it for us though. We're on 5 health, like there's just so many ways that they could win this still, you know? So many ways. So many ways. Oh my god, yes! Another forest means another turn dodge of Embercleave. Oh, but well, that's death. That's death. That's whole death. Good old some death. we can't get around that anyway. Why would they? Why were they even having to think about that then? Like we're completely tapped out. That's a GG. That's a whole GG. Oh man. One more turn. One more turn. Well, I'll say that. Here's the thing though, even if we had gone Omen of the Sun, I think we would have been dead here, you know? Well, we would have been up to 12 life. We might have survived it, actually. We might have survived it. Oh well. It was a hard fought match. Not quite 30 minutes, but you know, still a good 10-minute match up against an aggro deck. That still feels pretty good. Not gonna lie, feels pretty good. I think we are gonna call it on this Yorion deck because man, oh man, this is a long deck to play. Takes quite a while, and I do have plans today. So we're gonna wrap it up on Yorion Luca. It's a fun deck, and we're probably gonna play it some more to climb because it's honestly that fun. Like I always shy away from the competitive decks, but then every time I go to play them, I'm like, yeah, okay, I see. This is playing Magic.